Hi everybody, my name is Vivian with VP3 Orinda, and if you're curious of what VP3 Orinda means, the VP3 is the abbreviation for Vivian's Posh and Pixie Parlor. That is my group on Facebook where I sell perfectly posh skincare products, lots of vegan options, made in the USA, natural based products. If you're interested in that, you can go check that out. But Orinda means the mystical force that is present in every human being that's capable of changing themselves or changing others. And that's exactly what I want to do. I am in the midst of transforming myself and my life. I've already managed to transform a lot up here. Now we're just working our way. And this is all part of that, because that is what I want to do, is nutrients over food. My mission is to change the view on food. My food journey started back in 2017, November. It was the day after Thanksgiving. My husband was sick. He has asthma. He was really sick, and he, thought he was going to die. He's laid up in the bedroom. Like I said, he does have asthma, so any kind of chest cold, stuff like that, flu, whatever, it really messes with him. So, he thought he was going to die. What do you do when you think you're going to die? You go to the doctor or you start Googling. Well, he started Googling, and he came across Dr. Sebi's name, who is a black man from Honduras. He came to the United States. He was overweight, asthma, blind, impotent, all kinds of stuff, and he was searching for help. He couldn't find any. Somehow he ended up coming across a Mexican herbalist who gave him a bag of herbs, said, drink this, make tea, drink it for 20 days, 21 days, whatever. And he did, and he cured himself. And so then he started, making his own herbs and learning his own stuff, and he started treating and curing people in his neighborhood, and, then that word of mouth, whatever, he started healing people. Anyways, Dr. Sebi's a whole nother video. You should Google him if you have never heard of him. It's very interesting stuff, and I'm very thankful for him laying the him starting the path, laying the woodwork, whatever. He dropped his Orinda for me to add on to mine. So I wanted to make a little video and share some of the nutrients that I use. From Dr. Sebi, I learned about Irish sea moss, and it is, let me open up and show you. It does have a fishy smell. It smells like the sea, but it doesn't taste fishy once you make your, it does. But yeah, it's, where is the camera part? If you can see the little salt and stuff on there. Sorry, my hands shake a little. I don't know if I get that from my Grandma Lackey or what. But anyways, what you do with Irish sea moss is you rinse that off. Grab you a handful of it, rinse it off. Really good, because there's like little seeds or little shells and stuff mixed in there. Some of it's different colors, and unless it's really, really like a little piece of dark stuff, I'll throw that away. But for the most part, I keep it off. And I rinse it off really good, put it in a bowl of water and soak it overnight. And then I take some scissors and cut, because some of those pieces can be really long and you don't want them getting wrapped around your blender. So anyways, then you cut it up, put it in your blender. You add just a little bit of water to get it going, and then, I would add a little bit of water as it's mixing up, and it makes it like a gel. I can't tell you the proper amounts. I could look up a video or something and maybe add a link later or whatnot. But anyways, then you make a gel. Then, I've had it thicker and thinner, just depending on how you want it, really. But I would make it up and put it in the jar and then put it in the fridge. We'd take a spoonful or two and put it in our vegetable juice. We have a juicer that will juice, leafy vegetables, celery, carrots, apples, pineapples, all that stuff. Now that I want to do the alkaline, I need to really pay attention to the fruits and vegetables that I'm using, because sadly a lot of our fruits and vegetables are hybrids, which make them acidic and not alkaline. And that is what I learned from Dr. Sebi, is that cancer cannot live in an alkaline body. So as long as you maintain the right alkaline level, then cancer cannot be there. But when you start putting all of the acidic foods in you, then that obviously changes your alkaline level, and then that's when cancer and stuff happens. So anyways, through Dr. Sebi, I learned about the Irish sea moss. So we would make that gel, and then I don't have a bottle of bladderwrack, but we did have some bladderwrack, just the veggie caps, and I would take them apart and just add the bladderwrack right in there with the sea moss and our juice and mix it up. And it does make the juice have a thicker texture, because that's what sea moss, they use the Irish sea moss for vegan gelatin recipes, maybe like pies or stuff that you need, or gummy bears, like, because that's something that people might not know is Starburst and gummy bears and those yummy chewy candies that we have are animal products as well. It is animal bones that they boil for a really, really, really long time, and it turns into, or the liquid gets this gelatin feel. And I know exactly what it feels like and what I mean, because making this, I can feel that. I have wanted to make some elderberries. I have my elderberries here. I don't have any elderberry syrup made, but I do want to make some elderberry gummies one day. Hopefully this winter my kids will be eating elderberry gummies that I make. So I don't have the bladderwrack to go with that, but Dr. Sebi says that with the Irish sea moss and adding the bladderwrack to it, you get all of the nutrients that your body needs. So I guess he would make a tea out of it. I would use it in our vegetables. Well, just not too long ago, I got from Amazon this Cell Fuel 102 from Red's Kitchen Sink. And it has Irish sea moss, bladderwrack, algae, and burdock root. So it has all the stuff in there. And there's a recipe on here that you can mix some stuff, milk, nutmeg, and some sweetener, cinnamon, and you can have it hot or cold. I tried it hot. I did not have nutmeg, and it was like mud soup, and it was yuck. So when we have this now, I just put a couple spoonfuls in our fresh juice and drink it that way. And it does change the texture, or yeah, it's thicker. So another important one that I wanted to talk about was iodine. I can't remember Dr. Group, his name, or his website is Global Healing. He has some videos about iodine. I will try to maybe put some links of his stuff. I learned a lot from him about iodine. He says that sheep farmers have known for a long time about iodine deficiency, because they know when their sheep's fur is not, you know, what it should be, that there's an iodine deficiency in the grass that they're eating or whatever. And in my learning about iodine, 95% of the human population, or maybe even just Americans, I can't really, I'm not going to throw numbers out there because I'm not good at remembering stuff like that. But there's a huge percent of people who are iodine deficient, and it's because they don't put iodine in stuff. Like they used to put iodine in salt, I guess, but they don't even do that anymore. So anyways, my first kind of iodine that I got, I don't have it out here, I should have just brought it, but I got it at Health Food Unlimited, and it was only $7. And the one that I heard out on the Global Healing website guy talking about, he said Nascent, or I don't know how to say it, pronounce it right, Nascent, Nascent iodine. Well, he had his own kind you could buy, but I just grabbed this on my last Amazon order. It was $28, so it was the $20 increase from the other kind, but a huge difference. This is a darker color. It has way more of an intense taste. My husband says it tastes like we're drinking chlorine, which I don't think it tastes like chlorine, but it does have some kind of flavor. Anyways, then we've got the vitamin C, buffered vitamin C. This is great. We do this in the wintertime when we don't want our kids to be getting the flu and sicknesses. As soon as I start seeing any kind of snot and coughing going on, I start with elderberry syrup and the buffered vitamin C. You can get the buffered vitamin C in capsules, which we have gotten before, and there's another herb that's good for immune system. I can't remember how to say it, so I'm not going to say it, but it starts with an A. That was in the capsules that we got. It's not in this. But yeah, I just take a little bit of this and dissolve it in the water, drink it and chug it with water. We got marshmallow root. We use marshmallow root for it helps increase your urine flow, which helps get the toxins out. And maybe with my husband and his asthma, I think maybe marshmallow root is good for your lungs or some kind of breathing stuff as well. And then we have the Nopal prickly pear. This is another one. There was something with his asthma, because when Josh was, laying in bed dying that week, he was writing down all the herbs that was good for his situation. And Nopal was one of them. I can't remember. Does it say on here? Nopal is known as prickly pear, thrives in desert locations. Both the fruit and the cladoed, I don't know, the flat pads of the cactus are edible. It has been used to make jellies, syrups, soup, salads for hundreds of years. Ooh, I didn't know that one. The famous cactus is intended to provide nutritive support for normal, healthy blood glucose and blood. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I did know for diabetes people, good for your blood sugar. I understand that you are on your medicines and you trust your doctors and you want to do what they said to do. But my hopes is that people would start taking their health into their own hands and making the changes in their diet, which is going to lower the bad stuff going on, so then maybe you don't need so much medicine, and then maybe start incorporating some of these natural herbs and supplements into your diet as well, and I promise you, you'll see a difference if you do it. I watched What the Health. It is a documentary on Netflix. Yeah, it's on Netflix, and the guy that does that documentary, he does a good job. He has a couple people that have different health problems. I remember there was some diabetic people that were on medications and whatnot, and he followed through with them going on a vegan diet or just lowering. I can't remember. You'd have to watch it, but they had improvements of their situations. And I've just read too many stories about people curing their cancer, curing their diabetes when they stop putting the animal products in them. And that is one point that I would like to say while I'm talking, because I know that I have family who works in the medical field. I know people who are farmers, and I would just like to say that I hope that I'm not offending them by speaking my truth or speaking my opinions or theories and whatnot. I don't think that they are bad people or that they're doing the wrong thing. I think that they have just been deceived just like all of us. How long have you heard milk's good for you? It's not. I mean, it's just really not. I won't go into all of those details because I don't have a lot of knowledge on everything to combat what people might comment back, so I'll just talk about the things I do know. So with the elderberry syrup, you need to get you some local honey, because the local has pollen, whatever stuff from your local area to help with your allergies and whatnot. So I boil the elderberries in some water, then I squish them out I've got like a little metal strainer that's real fine, and I squish all the juice out. And I have frozen elderberries in my freezer that I've squished out just in case there was some crazy thing happen and I couldn't get elderberries. Maybe I could squish some more juice out. I know. Hey, I'm preparing. But anyways, you add your honey. There are other recipes that you can add cinnamon and whatnot to it, but I just do the elderberry syrup and the honey, and then I have a jar that I make it up and put it in the fridge, and we'll give the boys a spoonful or a capful in the morning and at night if they're sick. If it's just a preventative thing, then I'll just give it to them in the morning or at night, whichever one we do. It's kind of getting dark out here, so I think it looks like I have black eyes and whatnot, but I'll try to hurry because we're already at 13 minutes. Let's just see. Cascara sagrada. I can't remember the guy's name that I followed his website. I'll put a link because he believes all diseases start in your colon, and it's very, very important to clean your colon. This is more of a safer colon cleanse. You just take one at nighttime. You can totally tell because you will have a bowel movement in the morning. But just a little bit about that. He says, if I can remember, there's 5 ways to know if you are constipated. Here I am talking about poo, but you're supposed to be able to have a bowel movement within 30 minutes of the time that you ate. So when you eat food, if you're not, going and getting rid of it in 30 minutes, you're clogged up somewhere. Another one is the size and shape, like it should match what your colon looks like. Then there's the imprint of your colon. If things are, different textures and whatnot, then there's stuff that's not right. But anyways, he believes, like I said, I want to say his name's Tony. I cannot remember. Tim Morrow, that's his name, Tim Morrow. His is What the Doctors Won't Tell You video. That's why it got me started on him. And I heard him through when I was trying to follow the Dr. Sebi food guide. There was a guy on YouTube called Ty's Conscious Kitchen, and he has lots of alkaline recipes of awesome things that him and his family created together. But he told me that's where his whole journey started, was watching Tim Morrow's What the Doctors Won't Tell You video. But anyways, yeah, colon cleanse is huge. We'll walk around with everybody has lower back pain, and that's what it is because your colon is way out of proportion. It's bigger. You got things inside of there that's all moved around because we're not supposed to be this way, guys. I mean, if you just look at the American obesity and everybody that's overweight and the diabetes and the cancer, and I mean, I just pray that everybody wakes up and realizes what causes it. Let me just think of something. Oh, I did just finish these detox pills. Well, these were Josh's, but I finished mine. It was 15 days of pills for liver and kidney support and colon and lymphatic. But you took 2 pills in the morning and 2 pills at night for 15 days, and I could tell I felt a lot better. Then we got the valerian root. This is one of the newer ones that I just got. I heard that it's good for restful sleep. I got the angelica root. Just this was one of the things that got picked up for Josh's asthma. I think we put it in orange juice because it does have a kind of a strong flavor. And then the milk thistle, we got that for Josh wants it for his liver, I think is what it was for. So anyways, I just was trying to drop some Mirinda and get some nutrients over food info out for you guys. Just remember, next time you're hungry, it might not be for food. You might just need some water, some iodine, alfalfa, some kind of vitamins, nutrients. Get you some Irish sea moss. Actually, you know, go ahead and get you some Cell Fuel 102 because it's got your Irish sea moss and your bladderwrack in there. You just throw it in a smoothie or whatnot. All right, well, I didn't mean for it to be this long, so I'll talk to you later.